All right, welcome to the Nate Russell Experience. I am your host, the one and only Nathaniel Anthony Russell. Yes, that is my government. And it has been a minute, it's been a while, but we are back with consistent and consistent content, consistent episodes to help you better navigate through your, your very grueling and sometimes very cumbersome days. So, let's get into it. Let's kick it off. Listen, I've missed you almost as much as you've missed me. So it's just good to be back. But let's get into it. All right. AFC title game, NFC title game. We have the Eagles winning in the NFC title game and the Chiefs winning in the AFC title game. That is your Super Bowl matchup in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. The rematch from a few years ago where the Eagles took on the Chiefs and the Chiefs won the game. But let's recap the games first. All right, let's start in NFC. That was the first game. Here we were, the Eagles, with literally the best player in the league the entire season, Saquon Barkley. He's not going to win MVP. It's probably going to go to Lamar Jackson. But Saquon. Yes, Saquon Barkley, who went to the Pennsylvania State University. God darn it, we are. All right. And Saquon, 3 touchdowns, over 150 yards rushing. I mean, what more do you want? Eagles came out. They definitely put hung a 50-piece on the Commanders, but the Commanders did not go away easily. The game was a lot closer than what the score, what the final score was. Okay, so big ups to Dan Quinn, big ups to Jaden Daniels, who, listen, he has set the bar. Jaden Daniels has set the bar for rookie quarterbacks in the NFL. When you talk about great rookie campaigns, you want to talk about the Russell Wilsons, the Justin Herberts, the Joe Burrows, the Lamar Jacksons. I mean, we've seen so many exceptionally amazing rookie quarterbacks, but none, even C.J. Stroud 2 years ago, we've never seen a rookie quarterback lead his team to a conference title game. It's only up from here, Jaden Daniels. It is only up from here. Now, and they got some great ownership now. Josh Harris in that group, Magic Johnson, they know, listen, they are going to get out the way and let the professionals put a winning team together. So, turnovers are what makes you lose the game every time. The Commanders, unfortunately, had some costly turnovers, and all the Eagles did was they capitalized. That's what you do. You capitalize on turnovers. The crowd was, I know it was freezing in Philly, but the crowd was smoking hot. All right? It was smoking hot. Listen, at the post-game theatrics by the Philadelphia fan base, oh my goodness, it was amazing. What a sight to behold. But I want to talk about the Eagles, right? Where was all that talk about Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni couldn't get on the same page? They were in training camp at the beginning of the season because nobody's talking about that anymore because the Eagles have looked like either 1A or 1B, even 1C because the Lions and the Vikings had very, very good seasons as well. But Eagles are right there, dominating the division. Listen, if the Eagles' path to success is to give the ball to that man, Saquon Barkley. I mean, literally, first offensive play of the game for the Eagles, rather. This cat, 60-plus yarder, takes it to the house. And that's what you do. Now, there's a few things I want to highlight in this game that I thought were very paramount. If you all know, recently, there was footage of A.J. Brown reading a book on the Philadelphia Eagles sideline. That was not the case because Jalen Hurts got A.J. Brown involved in the passing game, got Devontae Smith involved in the passing game. Even Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown even linked up for a touchdown. And I thought that was really, really monumental because the offensive scheme has been based around Saquon Barkley. And who can blame him? I mean, who can blame him? 2,000 yards rushing plus over 2,000 yards rushing. I mean, literally monster of a season. But for momentum purposes, I thought that was great because now, listen, Philly, open up the playbook because you're going to have to blow out that man Mahomes, you're going to have to blow out the Chiefs to win the game. Now, the Commanders, we're absolutely aware of the very popular play in NFL called the tush push. Okay, well in Philly they like to call it the brotherly shove. All right, so this play, it's a quarterback keeper, and literally it's a game of inches, and it's just the quarterback is trying to advance the ball a yard or two the most, but it works a lot of the time. So what the Commanders did that I thought was very interesting, they kept jumping the snap count. And they kept jumping the snap count on purpose because it's such a difficult play to stop. And they did it. I think they jumped the snap count excessively about 3 times. And then the refs gave them a warning, and then they did it again. And the ref said, all right, now listen, if you do it again, we're going to just give Philly the touchdown. I've never seen or heard anything like that, but, apparently the referee has the power to do whatever they want if they are annoyed with the same thing. So, but shout out to the Commanders' defensive staff for the creativity and trying to jump the count, because that's literally the only way to stop it. It's a very effective, and when you have, a quarterback who's squatting 600 pounds, it's very difficult to stop that play. The brotherly shove. Okay, so Eagles, like I said, are coming out of NFC. Here we are, AFC title game, Bills and Chiefs, and this was no one was going to be upset by whether it was the Ravens and the Chiefs or the Bills and the Chiefs, because the game lived up to the hype. However, the Bills come up short again. Josh Allen, I think he is 4-1 against Mahomes in the regular season, but in the postseason, he's 0-4. Crazy statistic, because essentially what it says is Josh Allen doesn't get it done when it counts the most. But that's really inaccurate, because he has yet to not show up. Josh Allen is not the reason why the Bills have lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Jarrell, I know it's been a minute, but I promise you I feel my help when you see this, and you'll understand in a second. So the Chiefs, there was a lot of talk on social media about, are the Chiefs receiving advantages, special calls from the Bills, and I'm going to say this: there were about 3 or 4 calls that were, man, that wasn't the right call, and I haven't heard any grades about the referees from the past 2 NFL AFC and NFC title games, but they got that Xavier Worthy. That wasn't a catch. That wasn't a catch. Josh Allen got a first down. There were a few things that I'm just like, I don't know, ref. Now, the NFL is all about telling stories, okay? And, I think that the NFL, and this is going to probably be on a 30 for 30, depending on how the NFL Super Bowl ends. But let me tell you something. There's a lot on the line here, okay? There's a lot on the line here with the Chiefs. They have the potential. And let me just say this before I get into that. Bills, great season, okay? Great season, but you're going to have to get over the hump. You can't keep getting to these AFC title games and coming and losing, all right? So, Bills Mafia, hang in with your team. I don't think there needs to be a coaching change. I just think they need to blow the Chiefs out or have the Bengals make the playoffs and get rid of the Chiefs for you. See what I did there? Anyway, there are a few stories to be told if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. First story is, obviously, they'll be the first team to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. Even the Patriots never did that. The Greatest Show on Turf never did that. The Seahawks, I'm just thinking of the Bears, a lot of good teams. The Niners never, they will be the first team. Broncos won 2 in a row with John Elway. Patriots have gone back to back, but there's never been a team to put 3 Super Bowls together. So, and if you're talking about, the NFL Mount Rushmore of coaches, Andy Reid's already up there, but potentially, you do a 3-peat, you can make an argument that he's better than Belichick, because that'd be number 4. Very small. Who has 4 rings? I mean, it's a very short list of coaches who have 4 rings, okay? Belichick, Bill Walsh. I mean, it's how many? Okay, my point is this. So 3 Super Bowls, boom. That's potential. Another potential is this is now, and I mean it was coming into this season, but Patrick Mahomes, you're on a literally. I mean, he's already in the GOAT debate, but you're literally going to be like, okay, the only thing he's missing is the league MVPs, but four Super Bowls. I mean, he's going to be in it. He's going to be in the GOAT debate. All right, so because then he'll be tied with Montana and with Tom Brady. Tom Brady has 7, but it's very realistic to get to 7 or 8 or 9 the way he's playing. All right, so then you have, that's a great story as well. Then, of course, you have America's most annoying relationship with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. This would be back-to-back, their romance playing out on national television every week. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to pause. But that was crazy as now. But that was like the throw up sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it makes me want to barf. You know what I mean? Like, no one cares. No NFL fan, no football fan cares about that relationship. And it's like it keeps being forced on us, and it's really annoying. But I will say it would have been dope if she actually performed at the Super Bowl and they won it. That would have been fire. I got ideas, but whatever. Okay, that would be a great story as well. Then, again, Andy Reid talking, making a play. But let me tell you, all my followers, all my listeners, the people who support the Nate Russell experience, let me tell you what the most important story would be if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Are you ready for this? Kareem Hunt's story of redemption. Oh, yeah. That's the story if the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl. You all remember Kareem Hunt? Stellar running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. Stellar, was in line to get a big deal from the Chiefs. Right? It was Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, and Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs were unstoppable. And then there's footage that comes out of some domestic violence or some footage of Kareem Hunt not looking in a favorable position of assaulting a young lady. Men don't hit women. We do not condone violence. Men do not hit women. And we all know the social climate stemming from Ray Rice. If it's caught on video, it's over, right? So Kareem Hunt, he's released by the Chiefs. And where does he go? He goes to football purgatory. He goes to Cleveland. And he wastes his best years in Cleveland because Cleveland can't get their thumb out of their behind, okay? There's a terrible organization. But at some point in time, Kareem Hunt quietly was signed back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Quietly. And I don't know when it happened. Did it happen this season? Of course it happened. And I'm going to tell you something. Kareem Hunt should have been on every single team. If that video had not come out, he would have been on every team that had won the Super Bowl. If you notice, Kansas City has not had a quality running. They drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire from LSU. Stellar back in college, but no, right? Isaiah Pacheco. Kareem Hunt was always that guy. It was Kareem Hunt and Alvin Kamara. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They were neck and neck. And it's unfortunate, but that will be the story of the Super Bowl if he is able to redeem his career. And shout out for Andy Reid for bringing him back and not giving up, because people make mistakes and everyone needs a second chance. So, listen, we got the Eagles. We got Kansas City. I don't have any stake in the game, but I'm going to watch the entire game. You know what I mean? It's going to be a brawl. I think it's going to be a shootout. And you know what? If the Chiefs win, DeAndre Hopkins is going to get a ring as well. Or if the Eagles do it, Saquon will cap off. He's not going to get the MVP, but it would have been dope if he was able to get the MVP. But whatever. My point is, this is going to be an exciting Super Bowl. I mean, New Orleans is about to be bananas over the next few weeks. And Looking forward to it. If you enjoyed this video of the Nate Russell Experience, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and make sure you like all of your favorite videos.